In the 6th edition, this is Chapter 2. In the 7th edition, Chapter 4, Parts of Speech. This is probably a review for most of you. In order to quickly understand and respond to the feedback about your writing, I need you to be able to utilize the parts of speech. If I say something like, your verbs are not in the correct tense, or your nouns need to be more concise or specific, I want you to use that feedback quickly and efficiently to improve your writing. You probably learned nouns name persons, places, things, and ideas in school, but what does that mean? Ideas refer to many abstract concepts like virtue, independence, and opportunity. These are all examples of different types of nouns. They are persons, animals, plants, places, things, substances, qualities, and ideas. A, an, and the are also called articles. If you learned English as an additional language, you may struggle with how to use articles or noun indicators correctly. Please use Chapter 13 to ensure you understand when to use them. Otherwise, they're just noun indicators, which means they indicate a noun is coming up. Pronouns are words that are used in place of a noun. These are subject, object, and possessive pronouns, and there are many, many more. Some pronouns represent specific persons and things. These are pronouns too. These are called indefinite pronouns. Indefinite means they're not specific, but it's a general idea. Wow, more still. If you happen to be a multilingual person, be very careful with this and these. Most languages are more phonetic than English is. As a result, many people write this instead of these. Don't make this mistake. Please make new mistakes. Old mistakes are boring. These and those are plural. This and that are singular. So if the noun that comes after it, or the information that comes after it, is singular, you must use a singular pronoun. Or if it's plural, you must use a plural pronoun. Seriously, all these pronouns, even the word these in the last sentence is a pronoun. Why, you ask? It is because the word these refers to all of these examples just shown in this presentation. Verbs show action. Action verbs are things that tell what's actually happening in the sentence. Without a verb, your sentence cannot do anything. Make sure your subject, or your noun or your pronoun, and your verb match. This is called subject-verb agreement. It means that your subject's number, how many there are, and your verb's number, the tense and the person, are the same. Adjectives are words that modify nouns and pronouns, and they answer questions. Adjectives help us better describe our nouns. They help answer questions like what kind, which one, and how many. What kind are descriptive words, so your colors, your descriptive dirty is noisy, sensory words. Which one restricts and narrows the meaning. How many gives obviously the number of your noun. And then also articles, which are those noun indicators from earlier, a, an, and the. Adverbs are also descriptive words, but they modify verbs and adjectives and other adverbs if they need to. Adverbs answer the questions how, where, when, and to what degree. How shows the manner or the way, so hungrily, noisily. Where tells you the location, downtown, behind, or upstairs. When indicates the time, yesterday or soon, and to what degree expresses the extent, entirely or somewhat. Most words ending in ly are adverbs, but not all of them. So some exceptions are adjectives like lovely and ugly. Moving on to prepositions. It's one of our other parts of speech. These are used to give the location or additional connected information about your sentence's topic. So that preposition gives you more information and tells you more about the topic. These are common prepositions. If there are any that you're unfamiliar with or you don't know how to use correctly, let me know in your discussion questions, the questions area of your discussion. Some prepositions are composed of more than one word and are made up from other parts of speech. These are really common things to use, like because of, in spite of, ahead of, and they can really add to your writing. So please use them appropriately. Conjunctions are words that show a relationship between words, phrases, or clauses. Now there are two different kinds, coordinating conjunctions and subordinating conjunctions. The coordinating conjunctions you can remember easily using fanboys. It's a common acronym used to remember the coordinating conjunctions. These are used to connect two independent clauses. Make sure you put the comma after your first independent clause so that you have a space or a pause between them. Independent clauses are complete sentences which can exist independently because they contain both a subject and a verb. They are complete thoughts. You can combine two related independent clauses with these words, also called coordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions are used in complex sentences to signal the relationship between the dependent clause and the independent clause. If there is a subordinating conjunction in your sentence, you have a dependent clause. Then you must also have an independent clause. Otherwise, you've created a fragment. Nobody wants a fragment. It's also called an incomplete thought in a sentence. So don't just leave a dependent clause with your subordinating conjunction in a sentence. I'll write fragment all over your paper. Interjections convey strong emotion or surprise. Interjections use an exclamation point when they appear alone. Awesome, curses, cowabunga, yabba dabba doo. They are rarely used in academic writing. When appearing as part of a sentence, interjections are usually followed by a comma. Many people seem to be writing the word well as an interjection. Well, I told you about this before. We don't use those in academic writing, so please remove well from your writing right now. Interjections may sound exciting, but they seldom are appropriate for college writing.